What it is, guys, it's your old boy Pilt coming at you with another Dokkan Battle video. I'm hoping that I have solved my audio issues. I did notice that the mic was way too far away from my face. So, here's to hoping. Tonight we are running another Super Strike event. I do have a correction to make that I did discover last night. The Bulma and Turtle Awakening medals that you will need in order to complete your actual Dokkan Awakened characters. Unfortunately, those are only available in the World Tournament. But the good news is the World Tournament comes around pretty often. It's like every month or two. So it's not going to be that difficult to collect them, and you might as well collect these characters anyway. That way, when you get into the tournament, you can just hoard gold capsules. Each one of those gold capsules is going to have one of those medals in there. And then you could just bang, 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 awaken them, and then run back into the tournament and start, reading some people. But really, it's all in preparation. It's not a bad way to start, and I do realize that people are going to be watching this while the tournament's going on, so hint, hint, hint. But it's just a good way to really progress and prepare to get further in the game. Plus, that LR Goku is a very, very sexy proposition. Yep, that was not a Freudian slip. Anyway, let's just go ahead and get into it tonight. One thing I did notice, I haven't covered enough of the characters I'm using, so I'll try to do that pretty quickly here. Tonight's team, we are going up against some strength type characters, the red type, so we're going to be using agility, because yet again, agility does, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my god. Thank you, brain. Middle of a shoot. Wonderful. But agility is strong to the strength type characters. Now, that said, that's not always going to be your best option, but I do find that does get you the best results. So, tonight we are running as our team leader, Brapan, or as they call it in the dub, Bullpan. Because apparently a character named Bra is going to hurt somebody's feelings. What the hell? Alright. The reason we're running her is because of her leadership skill. And she's the one I just got, and she's kind of awesome. The leadership skill for her is agility types, plus HP and defense 60%. That's huge. Not only that, her passive is plus 3 key, so whenever she's on the team, instantly plus 3 key. It's not as good as the ones that give plus 3 key across the board, but it works. Next up is Vegeta, and that's just because we have him at SA10, we farmed him out, we might as well use him. He will do some pretty serious damage to these characters. He is not fully awakened yet, I regret, but we're on that path. Next up, let's just go ahead and get him out of the way. Yamcha. Why? Because he fills a void. It's better than a Cyclone by a very small margin. Next up is Trunks, and the reason I'm running Trunks is because he has plus 2 key. That's going to be huge. If he comes up with some of the other plus key characters, that's going to help out a lot. Plus he has some link skills, including Vegeta Family, which is another plus 1 key. So he and Vegeta on the team equals plus 3 key. That is big. That's a quarter of your key bar. Plus we're going after the blue Vegito, who is going to be plus 3 and plus 2 when we get to the main event. So that's that. We're running the Angel Goku. He is another farmable type, and the reason we're running him, huge damage and rare chance to stun the enemy. Even though that is rare, it's better than nothing, and I find it does a halfway decent job. And finally, we are also running the androids. Why? Because SA7, that's why. Plus attack plus 5,000 when performing a super attack. That's going to be critical. I want to get supers off a lot going into this. So, let's go ahead and jump into the batch. I am a little congested again. I will try to keep the sniffling at a minimum, so I realize that gets annoying even to me. So, let's see what we can do here. Nope. We're going to go after Tao Pai Pai. Why? Because I want him. Trunks is also up, but I find that Trunks' drop rate really sucks. Not that Tao's is much better. But what I'm looking for here, that's the This is the Gogeta, or Vegito, I'm sorry, that I'm going to use when we go into the other event. Ooh, he's max SA though. Here's the one we're looking for. What is his SA? 7 out of 10, we'll take him. He's duped, so that's going to be a huge boon. Ooh. Ooh. I saw something tempting. Oh, yeah, I hit it. Oh, schlecht. Oh, well. I'm going to go back and try to rerun one with dual bowl pins at some point and see what that does. But, let's go ahead. I just used a duck name. Kill me, please. Let's just go ahead and run through this. Key buff. Key buff. And moving onward. Crap. Battle. Hopefully we won't take too much damage. Let's see how our key bars work out. Not great. Not great. So. Oh, apparently I wasn't aware of that. Vegeta's +2 is to his damn self. Okay, no, never mind. He's not a +2. Who was the +2? Was it Goku? I think the Goku was, but what of this? Oh, it's Trunks. I'm an idiot. I'm literally stupid right now. So we're not getting our supers off as often with this team. That said, in this fight, I don't think we're going to take an insane amount of damage. 19. Oh, that's what I was waiting for. That counterattack. Counterattack is a beautiful thing. In the God Banner that's out right now, I will be doing some summons later this week. In fact, I'm going to do a live stream. I have a new webcam coming in tomorrow, and when that... Eat that. I'm going to take damage. But, I digress. New webcam coming in tomorrow, and to celebrate tomorrow night, I am, after I get it all set up, going to do a live stream. It'll probably be pretty late. My wife's birthday is Saturday, so we're going out tomorrow night to kind of celebrate and have our own little time. Let's see what happens here in this fight. Oh, but neither here nor there. I am so scatterbrained tonight. It's amazing. But I will be doing a live stream tomorrow night, and we are doing the push for 1,000 subscribers. I realize it's kind of early to do that, but better never than ever. So what I'll do here is we are going to come up with some idea, something to give away, something fun for you guys. Go ahead and subscribe, and you can win. There will be something. I'm not sure yet. My channel's not even a week old. Give me some time here, guys. Alright. Yamcha just got Yamcha'd. Oh, I love this. And we just won the fight. Yeah, I don't even care what I hit him with at this point. We just won the fight. Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. Oh, boy. Oh. And he's dead. Love that guy. I'm so looking forward to getting... And we got a battle card. Yes. Good times. But like I said, I will be doing some polls on the God Banner. I have... I just did the stone sale. If you haven't done that yet, go do it. Oh, $5. And I now have like 90 some odd stones. It's insane. I'll be buying a few more stones, and I will be doing polls on that banner. What else is going on? Let's go ahead and jump in here to this. Let's see what we can do, if we can do anything at all. I wonder if it's worth the 3 key to do these. No, we want that counterattack. Screw that. And there's our boy Vegito. Max SA. Love it. Let's snag him. I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple of items, because I don't have a huge amount of faith that I'm going to be able to do an amazing job here with this team. Most of these guys are pretty low level. That's not a good thing. I'm going to replace Satan with her. Actually, I won't waste 3 of my fruit. That's way too precious. So, confirm. Now, one thing I didn't mention, and I guess it's pretty important to throw in here, those turtle and the Bulma medals, those do come up on the Baba shop every once in a while. Pretty rarely. I've maybe only seen them a couple of times. So, if you see those in there, take one of those characters we farmed during the strike event, sell it. Sell it, buy those medals, because they are so much more precious than that card. We can get a new battle card for cheap any day of the week. Well, the day of the week that they're up. But those medals come up once every month or two. So when at all possible, if you see them in the Baba shop, jump on it. And if you haven't already, make sure you sell a couple of those strike characters. Farm a few up and sell them. I mean, they're not worth a tremendous amount, but spend a day. Unlock a few of those extra slots in the shop. It's well worthwhile. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we'll go over that in another video. Well, we can do it real quick. I'll go back in there in a second. So it's just the way my brain works. I'm reminded of this stuff all the time. I haven't bought my senzu beans today. Alright. If you go in here to the trade points, and you see I have no trade points at the moment. Alright. And shame on me, I do not have the 2000 level unlock. I should unlock that one yet tonight. But just go in here, click this, characters for points, and I'm curious how much these Vegetas are worth. 100 points. So you'd have to sell 20 Vegetas to unlock that second one. But I have so many other Super Strike characters. I wonder. He's 1500 points. So if you have any URs you're not using, or you've got some SSRs out of the out of any of the pulls that you're not going to use, sell them all off. Go in here, throw them at the bottle shop, get those bottle points. They are worth a bundle. They're worth more than you really think, especially if you're early in the game. But let's go back into the event, jump in. I don't want this video to go too terribly long, but I do get long-winded, so I apologize. Struggle. And let's find that Vegito again. There he is. We've got all our items, and we'll go ahead and jump in here and start. I don't know how well I'm going to do. I don't have a huge amount of faith in this team, because this team is comprised of a lot of unupgraded characters. I do plan to throw some of my Elder Kais into Brapen here, because I'm not sure I'll be able to pull her again. And I do primarily free-to-play, though I do pay from time to time. So I'm not sure that I'm going to be spending money to pull on that banner again, in the incredibly unlikely hope that I can pull her again. It's just not wise money. Real talk, just not wise money. Grab these training medals here, and then we'll jump into the fight and see what if damage we can do. Ooh, I'll take that. And jumping into the fight here. And per usual, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and hit round 1. And then when it comes to round 2, since that takes a while, I'll just cut to the end. So, hopefully, we can do a decent amount of damage here at the beginning. The one thing I don't have on this team that I really could use, and I don't have anyone in agility type that can do it, but key changes. The big things you're looking for when you're building a team, and the reason I showed you my team building process. Yeah, I can do that. But what you're really going to look for are stunners. Stunners are huge. If you can get as many stunners as possible. In fact, really thinking about it, in order to get Goku stun off, I should have picked up a couple of key change items. I didn't do that, and that's shame on me. That hurts. Oh, okay, we have... Who has the best defense? I think I'm going to put him first at least. and they have a better defense anyway. So that works, and they all link up. Beautiful. But the big things to get stunners, if you have a stunner, definitely. Key changers, you definitely want key changers. They are going to be an enormous asset to your team. And sealers. Definitely always want a sealer if at all possible. If you do not have those characters, it's fine. You can still do the strike events, but it is something to look forward to. If you see one come up on a banner, get them. Nail them. Because that's going to be absolutely critical to success, not just in Super Strike, but in the game altogether. And I will do a video just on team building that goes over some of these stats. And they're actually doing more damage without their supers than I expected. Do want their supers in the next round, but this is not going half as bad as I kind of expected. But as I said, those characters are going to be pretty critical in doing a decent amount of damage just in general, especially when you get into the World Tournament. Stunning and sealing in the World Tournament are huge when you get to the higher levels, especially in the higher levels. Let's see. Let's put Vegito up here. That should finish him off. Alright. Once again, I do not have his super. But, can I get Bra Pants? No, I can't. And I'm not going to use an item, folks. It's not worthwhile. Because I don't even think she's going to get it off. He's going to end her. Oh, he did a super? No! No, I don't like that. I mean, I'm not taking insane damage, but it's not... It's damage I don't really want to take. I can't really afford. So I think if I were to go back and do this again, I would probably go put Vegeta as my number one. Ah, come on. And for all the reasons you're seeing here, that was really, really sloppy. I cannot believe I just did that. That was super sloppy. How about that? Yamcha ended him. So he's going to go in. He's going to get his second life bar. And I think I have a struggle ahead of me. So it's going to take a while. What I'll do is I will just come back after I have beaten him effectively. And that might take a team change, sadly. We'll see what happens. But I'll be right back, and I'll show you that Awakening Medal, and we'll talk a little bit more then. Alright guys, welcome back. The thing that's kind of amusing here is I just got Dokkan, and he's not even going to have an opportunity to use his counterattack, which is what I was really hoping we'd ended on. But let's see if I can not flub this. Oh, and just like the other night, it's lagging out. Sometimes my phone is an absolute pile of crap, but in the best ways. I swear I'm not doing it on purpose. But here we go. This is the end. It should have been the end a while ago, but I didn't lose. Didn't have to, just expend any stones. It just took a while, and that's why Brapan is so darn good as a leader. She and why he's so darn good as a tank. But she and there's our Awakening Medal. I think that's my first one from him. Ooh, we got a lot of power-ups that time. That's a totally new team. I mean, you want to talk about noob to pro. I'm just about as noob as you can get. I got lots of these. Just crack characters, and I'm hoping to change that tomorrow. I will plug the summoning video again, and I will post the time for the summoning video on Facebook. I've not decided yet. It will be late. It'll probably be like 11 or later Eastern. And I will shave for it. I'm going to shave. I might even wear a bow tie. You never know. You never know with me! But that's kind of that. Let's take a look at our medals real quick. Let's see how many of those medals we got. And I think that's my first Tao, to be honest with you. It's not support items. Brain, what the hell? Awakening medals. Can't see it right in front of my face. Alright. Let's go down here. Oh, he's my second medal. Alright. Well, Chucks, I beat it before. Yo, I'm retarded. I've said it before, but I'm retarded. So yeah, we need 7 of those. Actually, we need 14 in total. So what I'm gonna do, since I've got some time, I'm gonna grind one out a week, maybe a couple times a week, until I have enough going up to the World Tournament. Then I can awaken all of them, and then add them all together. SA15, boom, and then, like I said, I'll have my team ready. It will require some grinding in the tournaments. I will admit that, but I promise, just as much as you'll wind up doing it, I'll wind up doing it too, and I will definitely double up my uploads when the World Tournament comes up, just to show you guys how it goes down and what you really want to do to be successful. Plus, like I said, I am aiming for much better this next World Tournament. That's why I'm grinding this out myself, and why you're going to want to as well. I really want that LR Piccolo. I'm going for all the LRs. Last week I was farming for the LR Frieza. Didn't quite get where I wanted to be, but I'm about to buy a bunch of Elder Kais and hoard them until that event happens. 102 stones, so yeah. Only have 24 tickets for tomorrow night, but hopefully we'll be able to pull at least one card. And I'm gonna steal a bit from my boy Demonte, and I will do a hit list for you guys to show you what I'm after. So when it comes up on screen and I'm hiding my eyes going, please don't be another nail, please don't be another nail, you can be like, dude, it's the one you want, and I can be like, oh! It's gonna be just like that. That's exact. I'm gonna blow out the microphone. Going, oh! It's gonna be phenomenal. So be there. It'll be a lot of fun. Other than that, I will also upload the next in the Super Strike events tomorrow as well. I'm going to try to film that in the morning, which has been my goal every day this week, and it hasn't happened. Such is life with a 1-year-old. But I'll see if I can get that uploaded here in a little bit. Get them both up tomorrow morning for you guys. And maybe next week you can farm along with me. But as always, I think that's pretty much it for this week. Just stay tuned, share, like, subscribe, and as I always say, guys, y'all hit me up. I'm Booker, and I will lay your ass out next time.